So magandang araw Kasaik, and I would like you to imagine your first big adventure in research, kung saan yung curiosity nyo, yung creativity, at yung discipline ang magiging guide ninyo. So maraming students yung nahihirapan sa first stage na conceptualization o yung paghahanap ng research topic. Pero don't worry, so in this video, we will guide you through the important AIMRTC criteria, useful sources for topics, and steps for crafting your research questions and title. So at the end of this, mapapansin nyo na choosing a research topic can actually be exciting. Isa sa pinakamahalagang guides ang pagpili ng topic is AIMRTC: ability, interest, manageability, resources, time, and contribution. So sa ability, tingnan mo muna yung academic background. Ikaw ba ay nasa field ng psychology, philosophy, or business? Meron ka bang sapat na preparation? So for example, kung business topic ang gusto mo, nakatake ka na ba ng mga management subjects? So this assures that you have the capacity to handle the topic. Second, interest. Sapat ba yung passion mo? So kahit madali lang yung topic, kung wala kang interest, may hirapan kang tapusin. So interest makes the research journey enjoyable and fruitful. Manageability. Kayang-kaya mo ba ang i-handle ang isang topic? So this involves availability of resources, both financial and reference materials. Sapat ba yung mga previous studies para sa theoretical support? Overwhelming references, also a problem kasi baka paulit-ulit na yung topic. Baka gasgas na ito, no? And nandun na rin yung, isama na rin natin para dito yung time management. So can you finish your thesis in 2 semesters? Next, resources and time. Important na practical yung topic mo. So, hindi pwedeng piliin yung topic na expensive or mahirap tapusin in a given time. Contribution. Ano ba ang madudulot ng research mo? So, makatutulong ba to sa development ng theory? Makaka-fill ba ito ng research gap? O makakapag-improve ng isang program? Where to find topics? So ito yung 5 sources para mahanap ng research topics. Number 1, library, doon sa thesis section. So basa-basa ng abstracts at recommendations. So maybe you will limit yourself to 5 minutes kada thesis para efficient. Number 2 is the published research articles. So magbasa ng mga abstracts, conclusions, at implications ng bawat article. So what you have to do now, you have to skip articles na walang malinaw na method. 3, discipline problems. So ano yung mga issues na napapansin mo sa klase o sa readings? So dito magmumula yung mga research potential topics or problems. Number 4, seminars, conferences, forums. So, anong gagawin? Kailangan mong makinig at mag-interact sa mga experts. So, kasi dito, kapag umattend ka ng mga webinars, marami mga research gaps ang nare-reveal. At ang panglima, this is your last resort. Ask your professor. So, gamitin mo muna yung ibang sources bago ka magtanong at humingi ng advices from your professors. Steps to formulate your topic. Number 1, isipin ang general topic. 2 salita or 2 words. Halimbawa, family resilience. Identified related concepts like stress, parenting, and Filipino values. Connection ng concepts at topic. Maybe you can ask yourself, paano kaya makaka-apekto ang Filipino values sa family resilience during stressful times? Number 4, gumawa ng specific topic. So, 5 words or pataas. The influence of Filipino cultural values on family resilience in times of stress. From topic to research questions, your research topic is social media and relationships between parents and children. Now, your main question, what is the role of social media in establishing the relationship between parents and children? So from the main question, you will have or you will make specific questions. Which social media are used by Filipino parents and the children? How does social media help establish a good relationship between parents and children? So here, I'll give you another example. Your topic now is globalization of Philippine education and neocolonialism. So, ang main question natin for the topic is, how does globalization in education promote neocolonialism? From there, create specific questions like, what is the relationship among globalization, education, and neocolonialism? And how is colonial education continued in the post-colonial Philippines? Okay, crafting your title. So dito, title mo ang headline ng paper. So make it catchy and clear pero concise. So avoid redundancy like study of or an investigation of. Informative titles catch readers' attention more. So for example, conventional, an investigation of the college students' evaluation of their ESL teachers. Now we will transform it to informative. Echoes from college ESL classes or a portrait of ESL college teachers. So keep it under 15 words and modify as you go along. Your research journey awaits, so handa ka na bang magsimula? So remember, choosing your research topic is manageable with AIM, RTC, and the right sources. So salamat ka, Psych. So start brainstorming now.